who had a dream, a goal he had to gain. On the prairie of his soul, he planned a town that bears this name. Apache Wells, Apache Wells. From the Black Hills to the coast, it's the place that has the most. It's the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest town that you ever saw.
Come. Hey? Have they come yet?
Just.
Right. I'll have the Guardian and the Sun.
Don't do that, there's a good lad. Preparation, that's the key. Today has got to go like clockwork. Everything worked out to the last detail.
That was a great breakfast, was that, Jessie? No doubt about it. This is going to be the best holiday I've ever had.
Isabel should have served grits with it.
Only get under me plate. No, it was perfect as it was.
There'll be photographers there, the lot. Always is with the mayor's visit. Hey, Betty, love, would you mind clearing this table next? There's a good girl. Hello, lads. Come and sit down.
Any jug-made coffee left, Betty?
I'd like to get on, Cyril.
Sorry, Jessie.
Going to see a bit of action today, Jessie, are we?
Right soon, kid, if I can get this meeting to order. Now then, the Morero, his car arrives at 11 a.m.
Rita's looking forward to meeting him.
Good with mares, is she, Tom?
Don't look like no horsewoman to me.
No, she's used to dealing with famous folk.
The only thing Councillor Grimthorpe's famous for is selling to Indians.
Who's your guns?
Corner shops.
Good morning, everybody. My paper, Thomas.
Oh yes, here it is, love.
Morning, Rita. Breakfast finishes at 9.
Then I've 60 seconds left in which to order. I'll start with a sprinkle of muesli, followed by 2 lightly poached eggs on whole wheat toast, crisp but not overdone, and a small pot of Indian tea, thank you.
1 cooked breakfast.
Item 1. Bert, some disappointing news, I'm afraid. No horses today.
None at all?
Nope, the riding school's been on the phone. They're all in quarantine. Equine flu.
The horses got flu.
Well, there's a lot of it about. My mum was complaining of a sore throat only this morning.
How can I be a cavalry officer without a flaming horse?
Well, you'll have to improvise.
Talk sense. How the hell do you improvise an horse?
We'll talk about it later. Item 2. The mayoral walkabout. Isabel, Betty and myself will greet the mayor at the car and then we'll proceed up the main street.
Oh, that's the last.
Mrs. Henderson's only just come in. Oh, and that Jim Turnbull wants something.
Oh, anything for Jim. Nice lad.
Glad somebody thinks so. I can't stand people who snap their fingers.
Intelligent. Reads The Guardian.
And the Sun. He wants hot biscuits and maple syrup.
You what?
Yeah.
They eat funny breakfast in Rochdale. Put some digestives under the grill. There's some golden syrup there. That'll do.
Item 5. Bank raid and shootout.
Me and Bert, all fixed. Well, it will be when we've rehearsed it.
Item 6. Mayor's departure, 12:30 prompt. Any questions?
Very nicely thought out, Jessie.
It's tight, but flexible, I think. Well, meeting's adjourned.
It's not good enough, Cyril. Percy not getting me an horse.
Well, back home in Chapel Pantomime, we threw a brown blanket over 2 of the choir and made Daisy the cow. very effective.
I'm not riding 2 choir boys up the street. Look, let's go over it. I come running out of the bank with you after me.
Right.
Then I run right across...
Sorry, Bert, but who am I?
What do you mean, who are you?
Well, am I supposed to be the bank manager or a security guard or a teller with a green shade over my eyes?
No, you're just a concerned citizen. You don't need to dress up. The important thing is
To kill you after the 4th shot.
Exactly. But don't actually fire your gun this time.
Oh?
Well, blanks cost money. Come on, let's try it.
The main thing on these inspections is to keep them worried. They're so keen to get a liquor license, you can get them to agree to almost anything. This place, Apache Wells, supposed to be a western town, cowboys and all that. Can you imagine? Of course, we'll keep an open mind till we get there. But I tell you now, no way are they getting me to recommend them for a license.
Come on. When I fall off that roof, it's got to look good.
I'm sure it will, Bert. Terrific.
Only if I feel secure. Everything's got to be checked and rechecked. That's the secret of stunt work.
Remember, lad, don't let on you're new to this. Keep your mouth shut, your eyes open, and learn.
You're too close! Get back!
And exactly what is going on here?
Sorry, mate. I've just robbed the bank.
You've done what?
I mean, I pretended to rob the bank. And Butch here is trying to kill me.
Trying to kill you, is he?
Well, I'm a concerned citizen, see?
Not half as concerned as I am. Attempted robbery and attempted murder.
All we're attempting is to practice a bit of what we're doing for the mayor. It's only pretend, Sergeant.
Inspector.
Inspector! We're just playing a game.
Right then. So I'll just give you a warning this time. But watch it, son. Watch it, all right? Come, Constable. Let us proceed to go through the motions.
I thought he was going to arrest me.
Oh, pay no heed, lad.
I wonder why the police are here, anyway.
Checking on security for the mayor, I suppose.
Can I help?
Percival Francis James.
Aye, no near about us.
I'm Inspector Ackroyd and this is PC Pennicott. We're here in connection with your application for a liquor licence and I'd like to inspect the applicant premises.
Oh, well, it's a good job you're an inspector then.
This is the principal area you wish to have licensed, is it then, sir?
Ah, you see, there's a bar over there.
I had noticed the bar, sir. We are trained in observation. Will members of the public use the proposed bar facilities there?
Well, they're all members of the public, aren't they?
Then you need a justice's on licence, a pub licence.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
No chance. If I'm not mistaken, the majority of the adult users will be carrying pistols, rifles and other firearms at all times.
Well, we could ask them to leave them by the door.
And knives.
Well, just the occasional 12-inch Bowie knife.
Well, there you are, Mr. James. Not prepared to recommend the grant of a licence under any circumstances. That is the end of the matter, and I'll bid you good day. Pennicott. Have a quiet look round here, lad, before we go. No knowing what we may find.
No, Cyril! I could drop you right where you stand. Run across to the general store for cover.
Sorry, Bert. Is that better, Bert?
All right. Carry on. That's the third shot.
And mine.
Hang on, Cyril. My thong's come undone.
Just look at that. A fire exit with a cart right up against it. Get it moved.
OK, Cyril, I'm now ready to continue.
Without a licence, we're out of business.
We had one in Blackpool. I don't get it.
And with the police against us, we don't stand a chance.
Well, it's no use talking round and round. Phone solicitor.
Hi, Jess.
What's happened?
Bert? Bert, are you hurt?
Of course he's hurt. He's inert. Bert?
Just give me a moment.
Should you have moved him? Is there anything broken?
Only his glasses. He was doing his fall, Jessie. Beautiful it was. He should have landed in the A-cart.
That would be the one you moved, sir.
Of course I moved it. Right in front of a doer. Blocking a potential fire exit public place. How was I to know some idiot will come flying down from the sky?
If I understand you correctly, you were saying that without the owner's knowledge or consent, you willfully and deliberately removed a vehicle that was legally and properly parked on private premises.
Who are you then?
Never mind who I am. Just answer the question.
It wasn't parked legal. It was blocking a potential fire exit doer.
It was parked for excellent reasons, adjacent to the door of an outside lavatory. Is it your usual custom to regard exterior sanitary accommodation as potential fire exits?
No, but...
I am reassured by your answer. Been in the police long, Inspector?
20 years.
So, you'll be quite familiar with the usual legal penalties for actions causing grievous bodily harm.
I never touched him. He just fell out the sky.
His journey would have ended safely in a cart of hay, would it not? The very cart you deliberately and knowingly moved.
Well, yes,
I've no further questions. On the criminal charges, I think he'd be lucky to get less than 3 years. On civil action for damages, I think the court would readily accept that £20,000 was a reasonable sum for the inspector to pay.
I'm sure you're right, Mr. Turnbull. Shall I phone police headquarters now?
No! No. Here, let's not be too hasty. I mean, it really was just an unfortunate accident. No need for it to go any further, surely. He seems all right now, no harm done.
Do you have a proposal, Inspector? Bearing in mind that you've already decided to deny this poor man the opportunity to purchase a restorative drink from the very bar he now lays upon?
I never...
Do I understand you've now reconsidered your objections to the liquor licence?
Well,
Bearing in mind that the matters causing you concern were no more than harmless toys, played with only by mature adults.
Oh, well, in that case, I'd fully support the grant. Well, I hadn't realised...
But you do now. Good. Well, I think both Mr. James and Mr. Holroyd may safely allow the entire matter to be forgotten. For the time being.
Oh, yes. All I want is to be licensed, Constable.
All I want's an aspirin.
Come, Pennycott!
That was absolutely marvellous. Where on earth did you learn all that legal stuff?
Crown Court.
What, that thing on TV?
No, the one in Manchester. My dad works there.
Oh, that's nice. What does he do?
He's a judge.
Oh, love, the son of a judge. Yeah, and I thought he was the son of a Betty. Come on. There's plenty to do yet.
Careful, Bert.
Oh, blimey.
How you feeling, Bert?
A bit better, thanks, Jessie.
Good. Would you just move the piano onto the stage so we make a bit more room for the reception? Cyril?
Move the piano?
Yes, and don't drag it. There's a good lad. You'll ruin the floor.
But it's not got any wheels on it.
That's why you can't drag it.
Oh, fire. Can you give us an hand?
Well, not just now, Bert.
Well,
No, I need Cyril and all.
I'll have an aspirin later then, shall I, Jessie?
Butch, I thought it would be nice if you made the presentation to the mayor. You see, his son's got the chicken pox, apparently, and we're giving him a Stetson to make up for the disappointment.
Will I have to say something, Jesse?
Of course you will. I've written it down for you.
On behalf of the directors and staff of Apache Wells Lanks Limited, UK Division. Who's all that lot, Jesse?
Oslot, of course.
UK Division. May I present
Don't read
you
it
with...
all now. Memorise it.
Memorise it?
Yes, like a poem at school. You did that, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I wandered lonely as a crowd
Just
with...
wander about learning that. You've got nearly 2 hours. Go on, off you go.
On behalf of... On behalf...
Hey. Are you two all right for dresses when the mayor comes?
Yes, love, just stop flapping about.
I don't think I'll wear that blue gingham dress. It makes me look cheap.
But it's one of the finale costumes from Oklahoma. What's wrong with it?
Well, it's just really cheap, that's all.
Of course it's cheap. It only cost me £2.
Well, I'm not wearing that feather boa thing. It smells of mothballs.
Squirt some air freshener on it.
Oh.
Now then, what else have I got to do?
Nothing, just sit down and have a cup of tea.
Aye. What a flaming morning, eh?
Oh.
Now then, have I forgotten anything?
No, and if you have, it doesn't matter. After all we've been through together, a mayor's not that important.
Aye. It's just like that first weekend when we opened up the Cochise guest house.
And my mother came in and said, the hall's full of cowboys with guns on. The Bella Vista will never be the same.
Good job it wasn't. It really saved the business changing its name. Hey, do you remember when we had the annual general meeting of the North Shore Gunslingers in the lounge? And the neighbours complained about the gunfire.
Little Cyril's mum and dad complained because they couldn't get him out of his cowboy outfit. And he's still wearing it 20 years on. Oh, but he's a good lad.
One of the best. And so are you, love. None of this would have been possible without you beside me. I may not often say it, but I am grateful.
My pleasure, love. Hey, is that the time? I'll never be ready.
What's all this, sir?
Forget your A-cart, Butch. Can't go along with that one, sorry. Showy, but too risky. This is what we stuntmen always use.
What for?
To fall into. Cardboard boxes, see? Absorbs impact.
That's clever.
That's not the mayor. It's a radio car.
As you know, I can see gold chains in back.
I think you're right. It is them. Are you all right? Yes. Yes. Here, come this way. Mr. Mayor, may And my lady wife, Isabel, fellow coordinator and general manager.
Charmed, I'm sure. May I call you Eileen?
Isabel!
And my lovely daughter, Betty. Excuse me, just a minute, Mr. Peter, my dear. We can't hear a flaming word we're saying.
Pardon?
Mr. and Mrs. Mayor. May I have the pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Henry Price, better known as the Withenshaw Kid. The fastest gun in the entire British Isles.
May we see a demonstration?
Oh, sure. Now, just you keep your eyes on my right hand. Now, blink.
Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Nice meeting you.
Now, Jesse?
Oh, all right. Mr. Mayor, may I introduce Mr. Cyril Butch Llewellyn Parry-Jones, who'd like to say a few words to you.
On behalf of the directions and staff, Patchy Wells, Link 2nd Division, we would like to present this memento to your little one with the pox.
Thank you very much. How do I look?
It's actually for your son, Mr. Mayor.
How very kind. Oh, what a pretty red light. Is that in our tour?
That there's Madame Zizi's place.
Madame Zizi, eh? Oh, I wonder if I've time to have my palm read.
Howdy, Mr. Mayor. Tom Henderson. A little song we have written specially for the occasion, which we would now like to do for you. Welcome to Apache Wells. My whole heart swells inside with pride.
Yes, thank you very much, Tom.
I'm so glad you came to share this great occasion, Mr. Mayor.
Smile.
Very nice.
This is Rita Henderson, Tom's wife.
Are you on holiday here, Mrs. Henshaw?
Henderson. No, we have our own little place on site.
Right there, your worship.
Oh, so you must be Madame Zizi.
Smile, please. Thank you.
Have we time for a private consultation?
This way, Mr. Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, good friends, kindly neighbours, it is my delightful pleasure today to welcome here our own Mayor and Mayoress, Councillor and Mrs. Penthorpe.
Grimthorpe. Sorry, Grimthorpe.
Pardon me, Councillor Grimthorpe, who has kindly agreed to declare Apache Wells well and truly open.
I am very pleased to come here today to open this magnificent western town. In these difficult times, it is gratifying that the private sector is providing new jobs for so many people. In this case, I'm told that no less than... How many new jobs?
One.
One new job has been created. My congratulations and best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That was very inspiring. May I now call on Captain Bodine of the United States 7th Cavalry, Unmounted Division, to present you with a ceremonial sword.
On behalf of the United States Cavalry, I ask you to take this sword of freedom in your hand to formally declare open the Apache Wells Convention.
I should really have ridden in on a horse, but they both got flu.
I now have much pleasure in declaring Apache Wells open.
Here they come now. Here they are.
Right. Before you leave us, Mr. Mayor, may we perform for your pleasure an enactment of a moment in the history of the original Apache Wells.
Well, will it take long? We have to get to the Silver-Haired Citizens Club by 3.
Oh, no sweat, your worship.
Ma'am.
There you go. Right. Kid. Kid!
Hey, look, folks. I do believe the bank is being robbed and the sheriff is out of town. The sheriff is out of town!
Check and recheck. Nice of the mayor to take Bird to hospital in his car.
Aye. It's a pity you didn't use a Rolls Royce.
Oh, Bird wouldn't mind.
No, I meant for the mayoral visit. When I was a lad, mayors always went about in a Rolls, with mace bearers and chauffeurs, the lot. Now they come in flaming radio cabs.
They always used to wear top hats, too.
Who did?
Mayors!
Not in Bootle.
In the Old West. There's a nice song that Tom wrote, too.
He should have asked me first. It wasn't in the programme of events.
It was for a surprise, Jesse.
I'm in charge of surprises. Hello, Bert.
You walking? On both legs, too?
You all right, then?
Minor abrasions. Wouldn't even give me a bed.
Did you walk back, did you?
No. Ambulance dropped me at Endert Road.
Nice of them.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll turn in.
Aye. Get yourself an early night. Yeah. Oh, hey, just one thing. Shift that piano back to where it was, will you? There's a good lad.
There was a man who had a dream, a goal he had to gain. On the prairie of his soul he planned a town that bears this name. Apache Wells, Apache Wells. From the Black Hills to the coast, it's the place that has the most. It's the rootin', it's tootin', it's shootin', it's town that you ever saw.